also feel like if you're in a relationship and I know for me personally, I would have an issue with my man liking sexy photos of other women.
Why is that?
I think that a like isn't just a like. I think what it communicates to me, in my mind, what it communicates to me is that you've seen this picture, you've seen this woman, you find her attractive, and you're liking it.
But
Right?
okay, I'm trying to tell you this right now. Get this straight. That's not what it means.
But it doesn't matter what it means. It matters what it communicates to
But
me.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. The
Yeah.
reason it's communicating that to you is because you think that. But I'm trying to tell you to unlearn that, unthink that. Like,
No, no,
that's
no.
not what
I
it
don't think so, because
means.
listen, hold on. Because I feel like when you're in a relationship,
Yeah.
it's not just about you and what you want to do. And if it doesn't cost you anything to not like sexy photos of other women, why just not do it?
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the Block Podcast. Once again, it's your boy Vic. I don't know, I'm feeling a little more comfortable. I'm like, welcome. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Like, well, welcome guys, welcome to the Block Podcast.
Is
It's
it a
your boy
sweater?
Vic once again.
So.
And we got your girl Kimberly, and we got your boy Julian. And today we're gonna be talking about a topic that is very common amongst relationships of today. Relationships in general, but especially relationships of today. So we're gonna be talking about how insecurities are affecting our relationships today. So like there's a lot of relationships, a lot of situations where I find that like a lot of people have really like some people have really bad insecurities, and that can really impact their relationships.
Yeah.
So before I did this episode, I decided to like, I don't know, some of y'all may not know this, but like most of you should know, but whatever. Some of y'all may not know this, but like I decided to ask these questions on Black Love Feed and try to get suggestions and opinions from different people. So on this episode, we're gonna do something a little different to like spice it up. So we're gonna read some of the responses from the people that were on the that were answering the questions from the Instagram page,
Black
and then
Love Feed.
Black Love Feed, and then we're also gonna just give you guys what we think, our opinions and stuff like that. So let me just kind of go back and read some of the stuff. So okay. So I asked a couple of questions. First of all, I asked a couple of questions. I wanted to see like if a lot of people could relate to this, because like I want to get to know people if they felt more like if a lot of people were insecure in their relationship, or they had characteristics that were insecure, like that showed like insecurities. So these are the questions I asked, and I'm gonna tell you the poll numbers and what happened before we dive right in. So I asked question number 1, like in your current / past relationships, have you ever found yourself comparing yourself to someone else? And then 70% of the people said yes, and then 31% said no. And then the second question I asked was, have you ever found yourself jealous of someone else or insecure about someone else while you were in a relationship? 71% said yeah, 29% said no. Then I asked another question. I was like, have you ever felt some type of way about your partner liking other attractive people's picture on Instagram? And then 57, I know those numbers are higher, but we're gonna go. It was 57% people said yeah, and 43% people said no. And then this is a very serious one. But then then the fourth question was, have you ever found yourself creating fake scenarios in your head due to insecurities that may have affected your relationship, like your previous relationship? And then 76% said yeah, and 24% said no. Like most of it. Okay, so then after that I went into this, but before I go into that, we're just gonna talk a little bit. From the questions that I asked, we're gonna go into the topic, then I'll dive right back into this. So from the questions that I asked, it just like seemed to me that like a lot of people are insecure or have some sort of insecurity in themselves that end up like becoming translating to like issues in their relationship, like issues, right? But a lot of things that I also ask like questions about what people thought about it, which I'm gonna end up reading a little bit. But I asked a lot of questions, and some people were like, everyone has insecurities, and it just matters how the person is, and it depends on how you're reassuring it. So today we have Kimberly and we have Jillian, and we're just gonna talk about it. So first of all, what do you guys think about like insecurities in relationships and stuff?
Ladies first.
Yep.
As usual.
Yep, the usual.
I think that if we're being honest, everyone has some insecurities. I feel like everyone has at least one insecurity, whether it be the way you look, whether it be your personality, whatever it is. I don't know. It's different for everyone. But I do think that although a lot of that is our own responsibility to troubleshoot, you can be with a partner who either exasperates your insecurities or kind of calms your insecurities. I think that, for example, and I'll just use myself as an example. Why stop putting my business out there now? You know, I've been in a relationship where I didn't feel attractive for many years. I didn't feel attractive because every time we would be out together, he would look at other women. So that, to me, that is an example of being with a partner who exasperates your insecurities because you already feel insecure about yourself. As a matter of fact, I didn't feel insecure about myself prior to going into the relationship, actually. But being in that relationship, over time, I became insecure because of the way he would look at other women, even in my presence. Wow. Right? So that is an example of being with someone who is responsible for your insecurities. But I do think that it's possible to take insecurities into a relationship. And I think that, and sometimes because of your insecurities, you see things that don't exist. I think at that point, you have to decide how much of this is my partner and how much of this is work that I need to do on my own self. Because I can admit that coming out of something like that, and other situations, and it's very easy to be in something that's good and ruin it because you're so in your head and because you think this person is going to do to you what everyone else did to you. Right. So a lot of it is your partner being patient and reassuring you and reminding you. That helps me. That calms me, right? It calms the shit that's going on in my head. But at the same time, I know that there's work that I need to do because I can't put all of that on him. Right. Yeah.
I think that's good that you have like, understanding of like the work you need to do, but then at the same time, like some things you need from a partner. Yeah. I think that's important. And just from like a man's perspective on two things. One, I think like not in a bad way. Excuse me. You should definitely
have a man's perspective. Anyway.
Yeah, I think you should always make your woman feel comfortable, make her feel that she's wanted. So I think that's just a common thing that a lot of women probably unfortunately have gone through. So I think it's very important to make sure that she knows that you want her, you love her, you find her attractive, you find her beautiful, you love her. I think that's very important. But then to like kind of answer your initial question, I've definitely had insecurities, but not in terms of like physical. It's more like materials. So like I've talked to girls where it's just like, because it's gonna sound dumb, but like because I'm not making six figures, I'm not driving a Benz, I'm not driving a Beamer, I don't have all these tangible things. I feel like I'm less than as a man because because I'm definitely gonna get it, but because I don't have it now, like I feel like I'm less than a man because I don't have all these things. I can't give you these things right now, but you can go and get a guy that's like 10 years older than me. Yeah, sure, he can give it to you then, but it's just those like insecurities. Because I think I have those because someone has told me that. Yeah. Because like one girl was there like, well, you don't like do this, you don't do that, and I'm just like, I don't know why you expect that from me. Like,
You're in college.
I'm not supposed to be able to do that. But like, I mean, it's a thing because a lot of girls, not a lot of girls, but some girls that are like my age, they will date older guys and they can give them those things. So it's just like when I try, it's like, well, you can't give this to me. You can't take me out all the time. So it's just like, wow.
I'm like, bye.
That's a valid insecurity.
Like, bye. For like, bro, me, like I personally, if I'm dating, like all the girls I've dated, I don't know, maybe I'm just attracted to girls like that. all the girls I'm dated, they've been solid on their own. Like they are independent. Like they can take care of themselves if anything. You know what I mean? I'm also young. Like, bro, I'm not about to be taking. I'm not somebody's dad. You know what I mean?
No,
like
yeah,
I'm not about to be taking. Like I can support you, but I'm not about to like be responsible for you. I'm sorry. Maybe some girls love that or find that attractive. I don't even find that attractive. Like if a girl is into guys that have money or like whatever, like bye. Like I'm not like I don't even find those kind of girls attractive in the first place. So it's like, yeah, I hear you with that, but like me, I just feel like if a girl was to tell me that, like I'll literally straight up be like, nigga.
I mean,
like,
that I definitely dodged the bullet, but like, I mean,
right? I'll be like,
to be
bro,
honest,
like
it's still something that like kind of affected me. It's
yeah,
just like,
yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
I think sometimes people in relationships can put unrealistic expectations on you, because I feel like in your situation and in a lot of men's situation who are at a season in their life where they're still trying to build their wealth, I think it's unrealistic to expect that they're going to support themselves and support you. And putting that on someone is not
crazy.
Healthy. But then on the other side of that, there are obviously women who are dating in a different category, and there are men who are able to do those things but refuse. So I think it's different. But in this situation, it's definitely unrealistic.
Definitely different. Okay, like another thing with the insecurity stuff, right? Let's dive right back in. So another thing with insecurity stuff, I feel like you said something. You were like, everybody have insecurities, and you mentioned about like yes, I believe everyone has insecurities, but like not everyone has. Not like we all have insecurities some kind of way, but we are responsible for how we respond to those insecurities. So I can have an insecurity where I feel like I don't look good enough for my girlfriend, or whatever insecurity that is, or like not successful enough, or like don't have like I can decide that like I'm gonna work on it, or like just like understand that like she's okay with that. Or I can literally sabotage my relationship or something like that, or even, you know what I mean. And you said something about like your partner. We're still gonna get into that. We're still gonna get in that. You said something about like your partner reassuring you and stuff like that, which is great. But then we're gonna get into that. But because I was gonna like ask like, at what point does seeking the whole like sipping the whole like thing like at what point do you stop that? You know, at what point is it like that's enough? We can't keep going there. So I'm gonna just keep going a little bit with the stuff, and then we after that we just talk about our stuff. So okay, another thing that I asked, right, and I'm gonna explain this thing to you guys what I meant. I said, ladies, like I asked the ladies and I asked the guys. I was like, ladies, do you believe in this phrase? People don't fall in love with features, they fall in love with the whole package. Then I asked the men that the same. I asked ladies, and ladies were like 61% said they believe that, and 38% said no, 39% said no. Men 64, so they kind of said yeah and no. So what I mean by that, right? So I kind of also explained what I meant, but what I mean by that is when with the whole insecurity things, because I think people don't really understand this. That's why some people are even more insecure. So if I'm dating you, right, like you may feel like you're not the most attractive person in the world, or like you may feel like my colleague is more attractive than you, so you're feeling a little insecure that like because you don't feel as pretty, the colleague like that's prettier is gonna just take me away, or I'm just gonna do some, or I'm just gonna be with her, just gonna take her away or something like that, you know what I mean? Because of your insecurity. So that's like a feature that she has. The looks as a feature. So the whole package is who you are. So you have the whole package. We have history. We have like we have a connection. We have bond. We have a bond. You're caring. You're loving. You're amazing. You know you've had all these things. You know what I mean? And then this other person, you're only looking at her at her features. I don't even know this person besides, you know, yeah, she looks good, but it's like you can't be feeling like he's gonna leave this person for you off of merely the fact that she looks better. No,
it depends on the person you're with.
No, but yes, I understand that. But okay, another thing. the guys that end up going for the girl with just the feature, they end up regretting it.
Absolutely.
They end up like being like regretting it, because it's just like there's no substance in that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I also want the girls, not just the girls, the guys, the people that feel that way, that feel like they're not pretty enough, they're not whatever enough, you know. I want you to also understand that, like, if especially if your partner is like understanding, your partner wants to like help you, reassure you and stuff like that, there's a limit to what they can do. But I also want them to understand that, like, they are in love with you as a whole. Like, they're in love with you for whatever you're carrying, like how you talk and like the matches and all that stuff. And that other person doesn't have that. The other person only has the thing. So you don't have to be insecure about that. That person gonna, and you know, if they even leave, so what? That's not the person for you.
Right.
You know
No,
what I mean?
100%. I get that now.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't get that. Now I get that. But also, it's not just like, for me right now, I have no physical insecurities at the moment.
Right.
I mean, there are things I don't like about myself, but it's,
Right.
but
That's
as a
fine.
whole, again, you know, a little stretch mark here, stretch mark there, that I might maybe wish I could change. But as a whole, I love myself physically, right? I'm okay with who I am and how I look and my body and all that stuff. And like, nobody's gonna play in my face and tell me I don't look good. Like, you're not doing it.
Thank you.
So as far as men go, you know, but it's sometimes for me now, the insecurity is more like, it's not insecurity. It's more of a it's more not an insecurity. It's more of like a trust thing where you're looking at things that other people have done. You're like, oh, you're gonna do this too. So then you start like, you 2 hours go by and I haven't heard from you, and it's like, oh my god, what are you doing? Maybe he was you're creating scenarios in your head because you think this person is inevitably gonna do what whoever else did. That's the thing that I have to work on.
Another insecurity can come from past. I talk about that
like
too.
trauma.
Past trauma, past experiences.
Yeah.
So like, if you were in your previous relationship and your previous partner did all these things, now when you're in this other relationship, you're more cautious about those things, and when they do or exhibit certain things that triggers you, you almost feel as safe, like you know.
Exactly.
And then it has to get to a point where like he had to be like, okay, like, I need you to trust me and to understand that I am not that person. And also like constantly not constantly, but also when those moments happen, like reassuring, like, you are the only one I want. Like, it's also important when you're an overthinker, like I am, and I know a lot of it's not just me, a lot of women are.
A lot of people,
When you're
a lot of people are.
Yeah, when you're an overthinker in relationships, your partner has to be a communicator. Your partner has to be someone who isn't afraid to tell you, I'm attracted to you, I want you, I don't want anyone else. Because when you have a partner who doesn't communicate, it's not necessarily that they're trying to hurt you, but like, if they don't communicate and you're overthinking, it leaves a lot of like room, a lot of void. It leaves a gap for you to create scenarios in your head. So I think that if you're an overthinker, you also have to choose your partner wisely. You can't be with someone who doesn't tell you how they feel about you, doesn't express to you that they're in love with you, doesn't express to you that they're attracted to you, that they don't want to be with anyone else. You can't be with someone like that. It won't work. So you also, the responsibility is on you as the overthinker, as the person who has these insecurities, to choose wisely when you're looking for a partner, and to not be with a man who doesn't. There are a lot of men, people in general, even women, who don't know how to express their feelings, to be like, I really like want you in my life, like I like you, I love you, I appreciate you. They're not like expressive. So the responsibility is on you to choose your partner wisely, you know. Otherwise there's just like a huge void, and it's like there are a lot of things left unsaid, and it's really unhealthy.
Absolutely.
At what point do you feel like that's a lot of work, you know, a lot of insecure, a lot of work? Because like, I've been in a relationship where like the person felt really insecure about themselves. I thought this person was amazing. This person looked beautiful. This person was great. I thought this person was like,
Yeah.
you know, everything.
Yeah.
And then but this person felt so insecure about herself.
Yeah.
And I would always like, I was like, you know, like, I mean, I don't mind like reassuring her
Yeah.
and like talking to her and like trying to make her feel better. But at some point, you just like,
It's a lot of
come on,
work.
it's
a
just
lot.
like, it's just
It's
a
too-
drag.
too
It's
heavy.
like, come on, like you look good.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. I think you look good. Everybody tells you you look good.
Yeah.
So what is not clicking for you? Like,
yeah.
at what point do you even tell this person? Like, at
Mhm.
what point does it become too much?
Yeah. I think that's also another like you as on the other side of that,
Mm-hmm.
the person who's the reassurer
Mm-hmm.
has to also make a decision too as to, is this someone that I can be with? Do I have the capacity? Do I have the bandwidth
Yeah.
to be able to daily reassure someone, right? Because there is a point where it's like you need to maybe take a break from a relationship and do some self-work and come back, because otherwise you're going to end up sabotaging relationships that you're in. So in that case, I feel like if you're finding yourself in a position where like every single day you're constantly having to reassure and basically babysitting this person, and they're so fragile, I think that's a situation where that person might just need to like take a break from relationships, go do some self-work, go get some therapy, and then come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense though.
Yeah. Like me personally, I know. Excuse me.
Go ahead, man.
I know me personally. Like, I'm not built for that. I can't tell you every single day. I can't tell you every time you need me to tell you. No, like me, like I like to talk. So if I think you look good, I'm gonna tell you look good. If I just feel like saying something nice about like the way you look or the way you smell or the way you're acting, like I'll tell you. Like I'll definitely make sure you feel wanted and loved. But like when you're asking me to constantly do something
all
like
the
that,
time.
yeah, I'm be honest with you, I'm not the one for you.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I think, like you said, like
And I don't think there's
they need
anything
to
wrong
know
with
each
that.
other.
You just have to know your
You have to
capacity.
Yeah,
know.
you
Yeah,
just
you
gotta
have to
know,
know.
like.
Yeah, not everyone has the
like,
capacity to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Or to do that kind of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's work.
Right.
Yeah.
So with the whole features, where I'm just gonna go to the next. I'm gonna go to the next thing.
Okay.
Oh no, you're good. So with the whole features thing, what do you guys think? Do you guys believe in that?
Wait.
Do you guys
believe
think
in what you said?
in the yeah?
I think
So-
Julian should
yeah,
do
yeah,
this one.
okay.
Okay, Kim, yeah.
Because I literally had this conversation kind of with two different groups. I had like my lady
Okay.
friends and my guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was saying, I'm just like, this one girl, she's cool, but she's just like the looks are just like, the looks are not there. And then she's like, well, the looks don't matter. Like, I mean, it matters, but not that much. I'm just like, it definitely matters. I was talking to my guy friends. They're like, nah, bro, like, you have to like the way she looks. You have to like and like be attracted to her because like at the end of the day, you have to look at her. You have to be with her. And if you're not attracted to her, then it just means she's not for you.
No, but
at the end of
okay,
the day.
yeah, that's the thing. If you're not, but in this scenario, in this case, it's not like he's not attracted to her. He's attracted to her. It's just she doesn't feel like she is
Attractive.
the most attractive person. She doesn't feel as attractive. Like he's attracted to her.
Right.
He's dating her because he likes it. But she herself doesn't like. She don't
Yeah.
feel like she's attractive.
But you said the features thing, meaning
It's not just looks. It could just be like
But so
one
what
thing,
is
like
the whole.
for-
the
it
whole
could-
package.
The whole
So
package.
are you? So that's
Whoa.
so what you're saying.
Okay. Well,
No,
so
but that's what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? Like
it's like I think
so
the
I think
package has
looks.
to include looks.
Yeah, like looks. I think like
Yeah,
looks
no.
is the initial thing.
No looks, but yeah, I'm
That's what
not.
pulls
But
you
like
in.
yeah, that pulls
No,
you in. But the
I'm
personality.
not saying looks. I just gave looks as an example.
Oh.
Let's say, for example, money, right? Like you said, like you felt like you didn't have a lot of money. Maybe someone else said that in the past, and they were like, oh yeah, I need someone that's gonna buy me this, buy me that. I don't feel like you can provide that. So maybe because of that, you have a little bit of insecurity in you for that. And then you go into a new relationship, and then the girl you're with, right? The girl you're with is telling you it's okay, even though she has all these guys that have money around her.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and you're like the girl,
Okay.
the new girl
Right.
you're with is telling you it's okay, but she has her friends, like just friends, casual friends that will buy her these crazy gifts that you can't afford to buy her. You know what I mean? So in
So
this
then
case,
you
like,
might become
but
insecure
you
about what
you
you
might
can
become
afford to do for
insecure
her.
about what you can do for her, and you feel like those, like she's gonna go to those people because they buy her more gifts.
Yeah.
And that's an example of a feature that they have.
Well, I
But
think,
you have a lot more things like
right.
that she likes.
I think it's important to know what did I get her with? So I feel like whatever you get someone with is what like they can leave you for, if that makes any sense. So like if she's not attracted to me for my money, not saying like if I have a lot of money she's not, but if she's not attracted to me for my money, then I'm not gonna be insecure because I know money's not gonna take them.
Yeah,
So it's just
but if you have insecurities already, you may just say that, but you may feel like this person is getting all this. It's not even from it's not even your partner. It's not even your girlfriend. It's just you internalizing, just saying, "Yo, I know you think that's not an option." Like, for example, but at the same time, you already know that's there already. Like, she can just leave me for these guys. These guys are a lot. Like, but my girlfriend kind of said something that made sense to me. She said that like sometimes, she said she saw this on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. But she said she saw this on TikTok. She said sometimes people like this kind of scenarios, that the insecurities are like maybe from like let's say if I have an insecurity that I don't look good enough, but you don't care too much about my looks, you like me for who I am, right? That can be as a result of me myself, like what I actually like and look forward to. So maybe looks are very important to me. So because of that, I assume that you will also you project. I'm projecting that on you.
Because
I'm
looks
also
are important to me, so I'm
assuming
that they're as important to you.
Yes. So I think that's also where those come from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, but that's kind of like what I was saying. But like if I know like for her, that's not a big deal.
But even when you know that, you still don't believe that because it's important for you.
I feel like if you work on it, if I know from her, I'm about to say if I know from her, that's not gonna. That doesn't matter.
And it comes back down to your partner giving you the reassurance because it's like she has made it clear to you. She's done the work of making you feel comfortable that she wants you with what you have. Right. So that puts you at ease. So now, like, I'm not worried about your friends, your guy friends who have a lot of money because she's done the work of making you feel like she wants you so much as you are right now. And that's what I mean when I say, like, it's equal parts to me and my partner. My partner also has to do the work to put me at ease and to make me feel wanted. If my man makes me feel like just the way you are right now, I want you and I wouldn't change anything, and I'm confident and comfortable in that, then I'm not worried about anything. I'm not worried about anyone. I'm not looking at any other women, any other girls, because I'm like, he really, really wants me way I am.
It's your job to put yourself at ease, to be like, okay, I realize I might have these insecurities, but I have to work on this and realize they're not going to leave me. They told me it's not a problem, so I have to deal with that myself and then solve it.
So I asked this question on the page. So I said, okay, so this weekend we're gonna be having a podcast, right? So I was like, we're gonna be shooting this weekend and we're gonna be talking about insecurities. And I was like, I wanted to hear from you guys what you guys have to say about it. What's your opinion on the topic, you know? So these are the responses that I got. So someone said they need to be addressed before the relationship starts, and they need to understand their trigger.
Insecurities.
Insecurities. So this is about, insecurities. So they're like, the person was saying like, oh, like they both need to understand about this before the relationship starts, and also they need to know what's triggering it, so they can know how to. That's what they said. Another person was like, your partner should help you overcome those insecurities. I'm like, people say that, it's like, stop saying that stuff, bro. Like, I understand what they're trying to say, but stop. Insecurities are not on your partner to help you overcome. Insecurities are insecurities for a reason. That's not something that's actually happening. So I don't think that's on somebody to help you like that person can assist you. Yeah, like you said.
But I
I'm
don't
about to
think
say
they're.
aid. Like they can help. And
They can help you, but they can't. Like it's like
But they're not. It's not their job to solely focus and help you.
Someone's like your partner should help you overcome this.
Yeah,
stuff.
but I agree though. But it's not solely their responsibility. But
They
I
can help.
do
Yeah, I
think
like the way
that
you're
they
saying
can
assist.
They can help.
They can assure you.
Yeah.
They can give you the reassurance you do need when you need it. However,
but
it's
you have
not,
to be doing the work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should
like,
do.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
going to
be
bro.
100% them. It
Yeah,
has
and
to
you
be,
like I feel like we yeah, you're right.
it has to be
Yeah.
50,
If
75,
I'm working
25,
on
something.
myself, if I'm working on myself, it depends on how invested you are in this. How much you want me and where you see yourself with me. If you're like, this is just a girl that I'm trying to date and see where it goes, but it's nothing serious. Maybe you're not invested enough to like do the work of like helping and reassuring and all that stuff. However, if you're like, everything about you is great except the fact that you have these insecurities, but I love you so much that I don't see it as a flaw, and I'm here to like work with you and help you and reassure you as many times as you need. Like, sometimes when you love someone enough, it doesn't feel like work. Right? You're just happy to do it.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's true.
When you love someone enough, the reassurance might not even feel like a heavy lift. But it might be a heavy lift if you're not as invested.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, but like you don't even understand. I don't know if you've really been with someone that's really been very insecure. Because like there's some people that are so insecure that's like, even though you really love them, like it creates a lot of problems.
It does.
Like they start creating fake scenarios, and that fake scenarios start creating a lot of problems in the relationship. Like come on.
Yeah,
So
I was
like,
with someone who was.
you can reassure someone all
record.
you want, but like for example, if you have a girlfriend that like very insecure, doesn't like you hanging out around girls, right? You can reassure her and try to make her feel like you're not doing anything with these girls and you don't care about these girls and whatever. Bro, there's no amount of reassurance.
Yeah.
Like some girls will want you to literally FaceTime them while you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That's like some level of insecurity that you're not even understanding. Like there's some people that are very insecure to that point. Like they don't even want to make you. They don't even want you to look at a girl, talk less of being in the same vicinity with a girl without them being there. That's
too much.
Yes,
that can be really taxing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you're saying,
but
you can work with them, you can work with them, but you're not working with this kind of person.
Wait.
You can't work with them, bro.
On the other side of that, the person that I'm with now, right? It's like he knows where I'm at, but he also knows I'm not the type of person who's gonna ask questions, or I'm not gonna like insert myself and be like, oh, you need to prove this and you need to prove that, and where were you and what. He knows I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
But he knows I'll be in my head. So he preempts me, right? And he'll do things that I don't even need him to do. Like he will be out and FaceTime me just because he wants to like he just wants you to be like, he's getting ahead of it. You know what I mean? He's doing it because he wants to, not because I'm like putting pressure on him to do it.
But you're talking about this because of the way you are.
Yeah.
You're not looking at it from what I'm talking like.
Yeah, I know, no.
Like if some people are very like
some people are so insecure that like so there's no amount of reassuring that's gonna help.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's unhealthy.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
that's
this
unhealthy.
represent
within a healthy.
It takes
Well, I mean, I don't know how healthy your insecurities can be, but like a normal, regular insecurity, as long as they're doing their work, you can do your work too. And then it'll help.
Yeah.
If they're so far
gone, if it's like too hard, it's like.
But
that's
Vic
what I'm
is
saying.
talking
You
about
can't just have this ideology that like your partner should be
solely responsible.
Yeah, like
for,
you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
It's not their problem.
No, I was with. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was in a relationship. It was super toxic where. Not only was he cheating, but he was super insecure. So, and he was so which makes no sense. Exactly.
I mean,
psychopath.
That's what I'm saying. That just comes back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because a guy feels like, or maybe a partner feels like, when he's around other girls, he's gonna probably do stuff.
He thinks I'm gonna do it too.
So he's thinking,
projecting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, bro. So the person is projecting that because that's the way he is.
That's how they are.
So he projects that on you. So that.
Come on, therapist.
Come on, man. You know. Yo, yeah. You know, I mean.
Not us getting deep.
Right.
No, but for real, now I was with someone who, his insecurities would make actually. put me in a position where I would lie even when I wasn't doing anything.
Oh my god.
So even when I was doing nothing wrong, I would still like
Make him
lie
feel
just
better.
to not make him overthink or trigger him. Because if it did, you know what's really bad?
But-
Someone who's insecure and violent or aggressive.
Oh, Jesus
Because
Christ.
that's a whole
that might be the
other.
worst.
Yeah,
That
that's
might be the
another.
worst
That's
combination.
another thing, bro.
Yeah, that
So-
should be having you in super anxiety.
Bro.
And violence. That's tough.
What? Okay, so I asked another response that someone said.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, it's a really big issue now, especially with Instagram, models, filters, face, and the body and stuff like that. And yes, I really agree with that. That is so true.
Yeah.
Someone else said, I'm just trying to skim through this. We already talked
I think
about
just like
this.
pick one or two and
And just
read.
like talk about it and
Yeah.
just like,
I like
okay.
the one about the liking other people's.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
picture.
okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so,
That's
okay.
a good one.
So right. So I asked, the question I asked was, have you ever felt like insecure about your partner liking other people's pictures and stuff? And you know what? This has
Context.
become like,
Context
this
matters.
has really become a big issue
Yeah.
into, because even a girl, okay, so coming to that, a girl had DM'd me because the thing she had to write was so long, she couldn't really just write it in the little box. So she DM'd me, she told me how like her boyfriend was liking other girls' pictures, but her boyfriend didn't really like her pictures. And like on Instagram though, he not that he said he didn't like her picture.
No, he did. He wasn't
He didn't
liking.
click
Yeah,
the
I
like
know.
button. It's not like he didn't like her picture. He
Oh.
didn't click the like button on her,
Yeah.
on whatever, or some of her pictures or whatever. But she felt like she told me she went through every list of girls that he followed.
That's wild.
So you see, like,
wild.
you
That's
know,
wild.
okay. So she said he was liking girls' pictures and stuff like that, and okay. So I'm trying to see like why is that a thing? Like why is liking pictures? Okay, because I'm a guy, and from a guy perspective, I don't know about Julian, because Julian be having a lot of different thoughts from me. But from a guy's perspective, my perspective, likes don't mean shit. If a guy likes you, he's gonna DM you. A guy is not gonna like your picture as like a way to hit on you. Unless he goes like liking every single picture on your page at once, then like he's trying to hit on you. But a guy is not. If a guy really likes, so all these girls, all these people that feel like just because their picture liked a girl, their partner liked a girl with a big ass or like with a skin showing or whatever, he's feeling for that, or he really wants that. Like that is not the case. You know what I mean? That's not.
No, context matters. Context
Okay.
matters.
Yeah.
I think for what you're saying, absolutely. If you're just going on just like liking one, okay, I don't think that's
Scrolling through
yeah,
your
just
feed.
scrolling
Yeah,
through.
if it's
Because
if it
the
appears
way
on your
I
feed-
see it, it's just like, if we're being honest, like I'm a guy. If I see something, if I double tap it, that means I like it. That means I'm probably attracted to it, or I like it. But like, you can do the same thing while you're just walking down the street. But like, you're not double tapping. But like, you might see a girl's attractive. Okay, she's attractive. Okay, cool. Keep walking. I'm not looking and lusting at her. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I want to be with it. No, it's just like
She's
I see her.
attract-
She's attractive. Okay, cool. But I still want to be with you. But like you said, if you're going through
Liking
double
every
tapping,
single-
that like, okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's
But
different.
if it's just like I like one out
Yeah,
of
I
every 30
just-
photos, like I don't think
yeah.
it's that. I don't think it's a
But
big deal.
girls, a lot of girls make a big fuss about this and create these huge problems in their relationships about these kind of things. And these things don't mean shit. It's ain't social media don't mean anything like that, bro.
But here's the thing, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? I do think that there's a healthy balance of just like liking. You follow someone, maybe they're a friend or whatever, or and they posted something, it looks nice, you like it. You might not even like it, you just like it to be polite, right? Like I do that sometimes. I like friend
same.
stuff just because you're
Same.
my friend and you posted, so I'm liking it. But then there's
I've done that.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's
but
like,
I also feel like if you're in a relationship and I know for me personally, I would have an issue with my man liking sexy photos of other women.
why is that?
I think that a like isn't just a like. I think what it communicates to me, in my mind, what it communicates to me is that you've seen this picture, you've seen this woman, you find her attractive, and you're liking it.
But
right?
okay, I'm trying to tell you this right now. Get this straight. That's not what it means.
But it doesn't matter what it means. It matters what it communicates to me.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The
Yeah.
reason it's communicating that to you is because you think that. But I'm trying to tell you to learn that, think that. Like,
No,
that's not what
I
it
don't think so. Because
means.
listen, hold on. Because I feel like when you're in a relationship,
Yeah.
it's not just about you and what you want to do. And if it doesn't cost you anything to not like sexy photos of other women, why just not do it?
okay,
It doesn't cost you any.
It doesn't-
Hold on. It doesn't cost you anything. It's gonna put your partner at ease, and it's just like it's a non-issue that doesn't even need to exist.
Okay.
Just don't do it.
I hear you. Okay, so for example, right, I remember I think even in the early stages of my relationship, me and my girlfriend had these issues before. Like, she got to know me and stuff like that, and then she feel more comfortable, right? Like, she would go to like a girl's page that I know that posted pictures from like maybe months ago, and she would go and click on it. Like, back then, like, she's not like this anyways. I'm just saying, like, in the beginning
We've all
stages,
done
right?
it.
So she would go and look at a page, and it's like, we just started dating. You looking at a picture the girl posted months ago, and
Before
you
and
saw
after.
that I like this picture, and now you are worried about this picture that I liked months ago, and you're creating this freaking shit. Like, what are you doing? You're creating scenarios that don't even supposed to exist. You know what I mean? Okay. That's
a different
a different
situation.
situation. That's one.
But
then
it's also, but I do also understand it. I think a lot of women do that.
Right,
but
but
it's
why?
not. But I wouldn't. I do it because there's a little kind of
you're
like
trying
investigative
to see,
phrase.
you're trying to see if he actually finds this girl attractive, so he can put a radar on her and know if
Because like
Oh,
if
man.
hold on, I don't hold anything against a man that he did before he met me. I don't, right? But I do feel like most women, when we meet guys, we kind of do this kind of social media investigation in the beginning stages. You're just kind of trying to get like a lay of the land kind of thing. But I personally wouldn't hold it against you. But I'm talking about once we're in the relationship, if you're still like just scrolling through social media, liking a bunch of, like, every time I come to a picture of a girl with a big ass and a thong, you already done like the picture already. Like, your name is
Alright.
popping up in the likes.
Okay.
Like, that's a problem to me.
Okay.
Huge
That's a huge
I
problem.
mean,
problem
if they're
to
like,
Huge problem.
if it's
Go
like a
ahead.
repeated pattern of like, yeah, like I'm gonna be honest now. If it's a repeated pattern, and it's like certain types of girls you keep seeing that like he's liking all of these.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of wild. Because like, one, why are you following them? Because you have a girl, so it's just like
Yeah.
you like okay, like
No, I
like
get
like
that,
a
I
Kylie
get
Jenner.
that.
type
I've
of
seen
girl.
guys
Why-
who
why are
follow
you-
like 90% of their follows are like women in like half naked women.
I
Yeah,
get
and it's
that,
just
but
like,
like I'm saying that's a different situation though.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
it
the
is
same
like
situation
those
because
kind
you
of
have to
guys are
establish
different
pattern.
from like the kind of guys that I'm talking about.
So are you
Like,
talking about just like literally just on your feed?
yeah,
just-
like if you're just on your feed, like for example, I said this too. I said, like, I may be scrolling through Instagram and I'll see pictures that I probably liked, and if you show me that same picture a week, a month from now, I'll probably be like, I don't remember seeing this picture. I probably haven't seen it because I'm just scrolling and just like liking or whatever. I don't even know if I like the picture. I don't even do people
Right.
even use the like button anymore. Like, I
Yes.
feel like people don't
Yes,
use.
they do.
No. But you know what I'm saying though? It's like it's not even. If you look on Instagram now,
Like
likes
doesn't
are
mean a like.
becoming very like before in the beginning stages of Instagram. Likes used to be like.
likes don't
Yes,
mean anything.
like everybody just scroll and just like.
It
like.
means something
But
to
now,
me, so don't do it.
No,
period.
now it's like likes are just like.
To like.
I understand.
Likes.
It's kind of like you're
You
going
like.
through your liking. You
Yeah,
don't even,
you just go
it's
in and just
almost
maybe
like
like
it's
or
almost
not
like
like.
it's almost like just a reflex. However, I mean, bear in mind that there's two different kind
Right,
of ways
I'm about
this
to say
can
there's-
go.
there's
Like
two
you
different
said,
sides.
does this person have a pattern of seeking out these kind of pictures on the
Yeah.
internet and liking them, right? Or but even so, even if it's just random, it doesn't matter. If your partner has a problem with it, it
Okay,
doesn't
well, yeah,
cost
no,
you anything
absolutely,
to stop.
no. I think that's more. If your partner has a problem with it,
Then why
okay.
do it?
But then I also do think that needs to go back to what we were talking about. I do feel like that's also kind of projecting. To be honest, I think that's kind of projecting your insecurities onto them, because to them it doesn't mean anything, but to you it means a lot, because
Right.
you're projecting
Okay, so-
your insecurity.
so,
on
like,
them.
let's say
But if it doesn't, but
No,
if
no,
it
no,
doesn't,
no, I hear
it
you.
doesn't hurt
I hear
you to
you.
just
Okay,
not
I
like
hear
the
you.
Right,
photo.
right, right.
No, right.
What do you
So-
want? To like this photo or to keep your relationship like
No,
what, or to
right.
make your relationship a safe space?
But that's what I'm saying. He doesn't even think about that. When
Yeah,
he's
but
doing
once
it.
I bring it up, if
should
you
start
keep
thinking about
doing
it.
it, you should start thinking about
Okay,
it once I
so-
bring it up.
So okay,
Right.
so a situation, right? Because I asked this thing with like, especially when you ask it with girls have a very different response until you actually like make them see from their perspective. So like, for example, if a guy is like working like with a lot of females or stuff like that, his job in his field, a lot of females, whatever, right? And you're insecure about that, right? Or whatever. But I'm just gonna give the example I gave because I don't want to even try going out of the thing. So I said, for example, if I was dating Rihanna, right? Rihanna, I may personally feel some sort of, even though I don't have any insecurity whatsoever in myself. I feel very confident in who I am, what I do, and what I do that. So if I see Rihanna, for example, I may feel like if, for example, I was dating her, right? She's like supposed to be like the face of like the baddest person in the world, whatever, the prettiest, whatever. That's what So in my head, I'm like, oh, maybe I may be thinking that like right now, my situation right now, I'm thinking of like, damn, Rihanna is like, maybe I may be thinking, oh, this person is above my league, right? Or that's one.
Okay.
Or I could not even think that. I may not even think that. I may think, oh, yeah, she's my girl, whatever. But then another thing that could come up is like, damn, she's always walking around men. You know what I mean? And in her field, her photographer, her assistant, all these people are just men that like, and you know what I mean? It's like, maybe I can start getting insecure that like, oh, she's walking with this very like maybe Michael B. Jordan or like all these guys, and it's like, why? Maybe my insecurity might start kicking like, why would she want to be with me? You know what I mean? So in that situation, like you saying like you're a person that probably didn't have an insecurity, and now you're with a person that you feel like I probably feel like maybe I don't even deserve this person.
Yeah,
you know what I
feel
mean?
like they're out of your league.
Yeah, right. So in this situation, I'm getting insecure about certain things. I'm being insecure. So in this situation, right, what do I do, right? Do I, one, break up with Rihanna and tell her, like, this isn't going to work out. Sorry, like, I can't, like, I'm very insecure
Block your
about a
blessing.
lot of the things you do. Or do I tell her, you can't be hanging out around all those guys that you're hanging out with all the time, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Vic.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great example. That sounds crazy.
Right.
That sounds crazy.
Do I
But thank you. That's exactly what
even
it
though she
is.
hasn't really done anything to me or to even deserve that kind of like topic brought up, do I tell her, can you like, I don't like that you're working with a lot of guys right now, or a lot of like guys, like I want you to like kind of tone it down type of stuff? Do I tell her that?
No,
Or I'm just gonna give you the option
Or
that
walk
we'll
away.
discuss it. Or I already said walk away one. Or I level up
Boom.
to a place where I'm at a level, and now we can communicate at that level, and now I feel more secure because I'm the Michael B. Jordan. You know? So it's like I don't have to feel. You know what I mean? Okay, that's option number 3.
Good job.
That's option number 3.
Good job.
Or then option number 4 is
Yeah.
I can just shut the fuck up and just enjoy my fucking relationship and enjoy who I am until she gives me a reason not to trust her. I just need to just be and enjoy the moment. What option do you think is the best option in those ones?
Wow. Okay.
Be honest.
You see, now I turn the table
honest.
and they're like confused. They're like,
No.
No, I think she's evaluating though.
Because-
okay, evaluate it.
It depends. Where am I? Am I the Rihanna or am I the person who needs to level
You're
up?
the person who needs to level up.
No.
Oh, you mean like
no,
if
no.
I'm-
You're just giving me an advice as a friend.
So
You're
say
telling
so
me-
advice- okay.
say it's with Rihanna.
Yeah, I'm with Rihanna, and
If
you
you're with
give
Rihanna,
me an advice.
I mean, I would tell you calm the fuck down.
Okay.
Because if she's around all these men every day, but she chose you,
Mm-hmm.
it means she sees something in you that she doesn't see in them. This
Mm.
to me is like the Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon situation. Like at the time they got married, Mariah Carey, and she still is, it was like megastar. Nick Cannon was like the kid from Nickelodeon. And everybody was like, the fuck is she doing? Janet Jackson and JD.
Right.
Everybody
See,
was
people
like,
are people say that a lot, especially when the women,
crazy.
especially
The fuck is she
people
doing? It's
never
crazy.
say people never say that.
Yes.
People never say that when the guy is way out of the girl's
no,
league.
no, no, I agree
People
with
say
you.
that all the time when the girl is out of your league. Like if,
I agree.
If, for example, Michael B. Jordan was dating a girl that was like very pretty, 23,
Lori Harvey.
out of Nickelodeon. Lori Harvey's kind of big time.
No,
Like,
she's
let's
not.
just say-
She's her father
No,
has
she-
money.
she's
Nah,
she's
Laura-
big time.
Laura-
Her
is a big
father
deal.
is big time.
But she's big time. But let's not even dive. Let's not even.
actually-
what I mean
Okay,
by
but
big
that's
time
not
is
the
like
point,
that's not what we're
she's
talking about.
popular, but she wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, she wasn't doing anything, but she has rappers rapping about her that they want her. Everybody wants her.
I
So
got
it's like
Lori Harvey.
it's
Yeah,
a,
but
there's
you're
a
talking about
demand
looks. Okay, so my advice to my friend would be,
to me.
my advice to you
Yeah.
would be, if she's Rihanna, right, and she's around all these men
people, yeah.
that she's always been around, and she chose you, there's something that you have that she sees in you that she doesn't see in
Okay,
them.
do you think it's her job to reassure me?
I think that she
Be
does.
honest. Be honest.
No, I'm being honest.
Okay.
I do think that she has some work to do.
To reassure me, even though
you.
she hasn't done anything. Like I just feel
No.
insecure based on the fact that she's just solely working with these people like that. I don't.
No. But her reassuring you doesn't mean that she is. It's not an indictment on her, anything she's done or her character. She's just. She sees that someone that she loves is her person, her partner is struggling.
So
So she's going to take some steps to help to, maybe she would usually, okay, for example, as a woman, when I was single, I'd go out with my friends, and I have guy friends who are gay, or straight, girlfriends, and we would all be out, we'd be dancing, I'd be backing it up, twerking, shaking that ass on them, right? When I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to keep saying this is innocent and my friend is gay, so you shouldn't have a problem with it, and therefore I'm going to keep twerking on my gay friend.
But that's different. You're creating a
No.
situation where-
It's not different. Let me finish.
Okay.
Right? What I'm going to say is, even though this is innocent and I haven't done anything wrong, right? The fact that you have a problem with it, I'm going to start to analyze where are some places where I can cut back and fix some things, right? Maybe there's some things that I used to do when I was single, and now I'm going to change it, tweak it. Now, I'm not going to change up my whole life, but maybe there's something causing your insecurities. Maybe the fact that my guy friends, maybe sometimes we hang out together at night, we go out together for drinks. What can I do to ease your insecurity? Maybe now I invite you. Maybe now it's all of
So now
us.
she's changing
I'm
her
bringing you in.
lifestyle
So
for
that's
you.
her
Okay.
taking steps to reassure and to
Okay,
fix
but
some
I
things.
wanted to talk about the thing you just talked about though. You said, like before we jump into that, you said I need to realize that like she has all these
Yes.
options and all these people,
But she chose
she
you.
still chose me.
So I would. Yeah.
I want to say, ladies,
Oh, look at
if
the camera.
you
Oh, wow.
feel like your partner is with all these ladies and all these partners and all these people, whatever, in his face, in his workplace, and you feel insecure
Yeah.
about that, you need to understand that he has all those options, but he still chose you. And I love that you said this because
On the
it's-
flip side.
No, you see, but
No,
there's no flip side.
There is
Because
no.
it's
I'm
like-
not done.
No,
Oh,
okay.
no,
okay.
I'm not gonna. I agree with you though.
I'm saying this because it's true. It's like you gotta also understand that, because I feel like people especially ladies,
Okay.
they know what to do. They understand what to do. But when it comes to a guy, they try to act like they don't know what the fuck to do. Like,
No,
for example,
because it's
you
different
know,
when you're the one who's in the situation.
yeah, it's different. But you're saying like the advice is like it is different, obviously. But I feel like it's also different when it's your friend versus when it's not your friend. And you're just saying this because you're trying to make a point about the validation or reassurance thing. Because if we weren't talking about that and I told you this particular situation, the first thing that's gonna tell
No,
you
but
is like,
the way you set the question
but-
up was you said that the person is definitely not doing anything. So I'm answering with
what?
that in mind.
No, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about the person.
No. You're saying if you're with Rihanna or
Yeah,
whatever.
so I'm not doing
But
nothing?
no. What I'm
Rihanna's
saying
not.
is that
Oh.
you in the scenario that you set up,
Yeah.
you said that Rihanna
Wasn't.
isn't doing anything. So we know for sure, you've already given me the premise that Rihanna isn't doing anything.
Right.
But generally in life, right, whether it be a man, whether it be a woman, I would say before I even get to giving them that advice, I would say the first thing you need to do is make sure that your insecurities or the questions that you have in your head aren't rooted in anything factual, right? So first, once we figure out that he really isn't cheating and it's all in your head, then I would give that advice. But at the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, just know that it's you and ignore all the signs because he wants you and he loves you, or she wants you and she loves you. Sometimes you really do need to make sure that the insecurities that are coming up aren't because something is really going on, because we do have intuition, and sometimes you do have to follow your intuition, right? Whether man or woman, but exactly, you have to follow your intuition. Sometimes, and then sometimes but you also have to have foresight to know when this is intuition, and something I need to look into because something is really wrong here, or this is just all me in my head and I need to work on it.
That's true. I feel like there's two sides. You gotta evaluate if it is you or if it's reality, and then go from there.
Once you figure that out, then you know what to do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you guys for watching today's episode of the podcast. Once again, it's your boy Vic. Let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know what your insecurities. Let me know like ways people can deal with insecurities. If we didn't talk about it, you can share your ideas and opinions on that. And also, please, we want to know where you like got this podcast from, like where you found it, stuff like that. So if you found it on Instagram, let us know. Twitter, let us know, and also so we can better know how to reach more people. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. Once again, it's your boy Vic, and we're gonna be tuning in next week for a very interesting episode. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Thank you. Bye.